Hey YouTube, Awesome Rider here with my review of the Isis Megazord from Power Rangers Wild Force as part of my retro review series. Funny little story quick, well not really a story, but this review actually, his legs are crooked, that's not the story. Once upon a time was actually a review request I got back when I used to get a lot of review requests when I left them open. I'm really sorry, I don't remember who requested it. I had a list at one point written down on an old computer that crashed. But if you are still watching my videos, I'm finally getting to it. I'm so sorry about that. Unfortunately, there was a handful of requests that I just never got to because I got so busy. But I think I'm hitting them up now, and if I do recall, my buddy Spider-Vic also requested the Ranger changers, and I couldn't do it because I couldn't find the faceplates, but I got a lead on those, buddy. That might be coming soon. Stay tuned. Sometime in the next 5 years. Anyway, now that I've wasted your time, let's go ahead and take a look at this. Space will be a smidge cramped at times just because of this jerk's wings. But yeah, let's go ahead and start with the most amazing tiny Zord of all time. I don't know if it's the smallest, but the Armadillo Zord here, which is really neat. I really like the little small size of him. I don't know, he's just kind of adorable looking. With these, this is back when we shared the same mold with the Japanese version. I think there's just some minor differences, but the core base of it is the same as the Japanese version here. But it's very well painted. Good job on it. Like I said, I like him a little size. He's just kind of a neat little tiny Zord to have. His little feature is he actually transforms into a ball. It's pretty simple. You essentially just kind of roll him up here like this into this little wheel thingy. And then he has this amazingly fun feature here with Rhino Zord. Let's see if we can get him to do it. And wait, let me get a better angle. Yep. Come on. Boom! Did you see that? That was amazing. Let's do it again. Come on, guys. Everybody, get excited. Damn it! I'm sorry. Let's do it again. Get excited. Boom! Everyone's excited. So that's kind of fun. But yeah, he can transform into a little ball. That's his feature. I think one of the final strike attacks is like, you know, him sort of doing a soccer ball strike with it, which pretty much makes sense for Sentai and Power Rangers, all that stuff. So that's our Armadillo Zord. Since we've already started to take a look at him, here we have the Rhino Zord, which is also pretty cool looking. As you can see, we actually have some chrome paint here. This is right here, this gold piece here is chrome. This is actually die-cast metal, as are the feet. Something else we haven't gotten in a long time for Power Rangers Zords, but for reasons. But the Rhino Zord is also pretty cool looking. He also, I think, is easily the most complicated out of the 5 Zords in this one. It's actually more so putting him back from the leg formation than it is transforming him. I'll show you here in a minute, and I'm not necessarily always in depth with my instructions, but essentially you're just going to want to pull him apart and finagle him until it's right. Like when I was putting this guy back together, that's essentially what I did, is I just sort of twisted it around like a bungee cord, and then he became one again. So he's definitely the most complicated, but pretty cool looking. As I just showed you, he has that little gimmick to have fun with the Armadillo Zord, and he can open his mouth so we can be like, I'm a rhino. That's all I can say. But yeah, so Rhino. And then we have the Deer Zord here, famous for that song that Princess Shayla sang for it, but now all I can hear is Pocahontas songs for some reason. But the Deer Zord is here doing deer things, also pretty cool looking. Its little mouth can open as well. You can move its antlers, partly featured a transformation, but you can still move them. You can move his head a little bit because of transformation, but still you can be like, if you're like really hardcore, this is like really only for the hardcore people, but you pose him like this, and then you get some fake grass and you have him feeding. But that's like the hardest of the hardcore, like for real. Don't even attempt it. Like, you know, if it says don't attempt at home, kids, like that should be on the screen right now. Like, don't attempt grazing display. Alright, now here we have the Giraffe Zord, who's very, very orangey. That's a technical term. He's also pretty decent looking. He's got these, now I'm forgetting the word here. I just said it like 5 seconds ago. Chrome legs, which actually look kind of cheap. If they were die-cast metal, I mean, sure, it would look the same, but it would give him like a hefty feel. Whereas here, this feels like one of the bootlegs you buy off of at Big Lots. And his head can also extend for a spear mode, which is neat. Pew! Look, you see, this is another, like, this is like only for the hardcore, is you have this extended and then you get like a tree display and he's eating off of it. But like I said, that's only for the experts. I'm not even at that level. Like, I can do the grazing display for the deer, but I'm not at like eating on giraffe trees level. Now where is it? Here's the little, I'm going to actually go ahead and leave it on right now, but this piece here is for when he is in the Megazord mode for his spear mode, which is just really cool. Just in this mode, putting it on there, he's like the gladiator of all giraffes. I don't know, it's just really cool. Alright, now here we have the main event here. I'm going to kind of try to move everyone off to the side, because this guy, I mean, it's not one of the necessarily larger Zords, it's just the Wingspan. But the Falcon Zord, which is really cool, not the one from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but I'm just going to sort of do a pan on him since I can't really pick him up as much. He's a smidge smushed, like his legs here can bend and you can have him, you know, a little higher up, but he's a smidge kind of squished out because I had to make space for him. But he's pretty cool looking. As you can see, he's got a very large wingspan, which is definitely going to come in handy, or it's going to be apparent in the Megazord mode. But still really cool. Like I said, you can move his legs, they're articulated, so you can sort of get him in some different poses and use this the way you want, and his little beak opens, which is just seconds of fun. That's really the feature all the Zords need, is their mouths opening. But yeah, not a whole lot to go over that I can't do without just knocking everyone over, making a fool of myself, as opposed to just making a fool of myself without knocking anything over. So actually, I'm going to go ahead with the Megazord transformation and do him first and just kind of lay him back so he's out of the way. He's actually pretty simple. What you're going to want to do is, actually I forgot about this, move this piece here, just kind of move these out of the way for a second, flip that down, and flip his whole head forward like that, and then you can kind of flip that back up. Damn it, we knocked someone over. Guys, dang it. Alright, back to one. Hello and welcome to... No, I'm just kidding. Okay, and then we're just going to kind of maneuver these up like this. They're going to sort of create a chess piece design like this. That's it. I like I can't even talk now. This is how it's going. It was going so well, guys. Alright, and that's actually primarily it, actually. I'll just keep saying actually and hope everything gets better. Okay, and he's taking up even more space than before. Good work, Dawson. Okay, so I guess we'll do the legs and then we can put him on top. That's what she said. Okay, so like I said, this guy's probably the most complicated of the transformations. You're just going to kind of want to pull him apart, like boom. See that? Boom. Look how crazy that is. I don't know. I'm really weird in this one, guys. I'm sorry. And then you're going to want to fold the legs out of the way in both ends. Let me try to remember which way they go. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And then, like I said, it's very, I don't want to say complicated, but yes. You're just going to essentially want to just twist it around until it's right. Get the gold legs forward. Boom. And this one should be boom as well. So there you go. It's pretty simple. Like, it seems very complicated. And I could have, if I was an intelligent person, been like, and then you rotate it clockwise, and it's right. But essentially, just flip it around till these are facing you forward, and you can snap these in. It's actually pretty self-explanatory. Like I said, the harder part is putting them back. Now, right on top of here, there's two little pegs. This is the birds and bees of Zords. They're pegs and holes. That's really gross. I didn't mean to say that. And then use this to stabilize them back here. Alright, well, I always do the helmet last because I'm really weird. Or in most cases. I said last. Damn it. Alright, now while we're still down here at the legs, we're going to put the Armadillo Zord in here. I love this. Damn it, that's the wrong way, Armadillo Zord. What are you doing? You gotta back into your parking space. Parallel parking, guys. Okay, there we go. This review is just so much fun. Okay, now these guys are pretty easy. You're essentially just gonna put all their little legs onto themselves. And then start folding them up, and you just fold it this way so that these pieces are kind of facing out as like a little design, and then fold these down, so, and then sort of line that up. There we go. I got them all twisted. So fold these down so they're just sort of facing that way. Fold this down. There's a little peg here. Boom. Same goes for this guy. Fold his little legs up. Push his little tail in. His little legs up. Now, fold around, fold these down, fold his arm down, and then boom. Now we can pull the head out because I like to do the head last like the transformations usually go because I'm nerdy. Let go. Now he doesn't want to let go. Alright, there we go. Place you back here. Place you back here. And, oops, there's a stabilizer. And there we pretty much have the Isis Megazord. There we go, straighten him out a little bit. Really, really cool design. I really like all of the Wild Force Megazord's designs, and I think Isis Megazord is probably one of my favorites, if not my favorite. It's just really cool. I love the helmet sculpt on there. It's just a really neat helmet, really neat looking. There's just something about the way it pulls together is really nice. These are a smidge crooked. You can, there we go, fixed. But yeah, like I said, I just really, really dig the design. The wingspan gives it this really, like, awesome, epic feel to it. Obviously, right here, you can pull these up. Actually, you can see them better if I lean them all the way back. But this is part of the design, too, is the eyes, which is also really cool. You can do that. And then you can also do the overcoat mode. So you can be like, you gotta be careful with these. And you can snap it together, and this is him like in the winter when it's cold out. So he's like, this is like his hoodie, and it's like, bam, summertime with Isis Megazord. I don't know, but that's kind of cool. Like, that's definitely nice for shelf display. Fortunately, the way I have mine now, I'm actually able to display him like this, and I can like tuck 2 Megazords between his wingspan. But that's definitely a nice little like compact mode, and you know, good for him when he's cold. Articulation-wise, it's pretty much the same as most Megazords. You just really move his arms. He's a little bit cumbersome because of the wings, and you kind of have to keep him stabilized and stuff like that. But otherwise, like I said, he's a really cool-looking Megazord. I like him a lot. The transformation is very easy to deal with. Even some sort of neat parts like the Rhino that seem complicated are just kind of fun. It's just overall a really good Megazord that I like a lot, and I can definitely recommend you tracking one down if you're a Wild Force or Gaoranger fan. I think it's a really nice display piece, some good individual Zord modes, and a pretty kick-ass Megazord mode. And then if you get the big red lion, you can put that on top to make whatever that one was called. I'm an expert. But yeah, very cool Megazord. I like it a lot. I'm not sure what the prices are going for on eBay. It's been a long time since I've actually looked at most Megazords around the aftermarket. But yeah, if you can find one at a good price, I can definitely recommend it. One of my favorite Wild Force Megazords. But anyway, that's about it. Until next time, make sure you check out the Crazy Podcast at writersrangersrambles.com. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, Dawson Ryder, signing out.